Welcome back for the second innings of the first semi-final regional championship for American College Cricket 2012 action. We're at the Spring Creek Cricket Oval in Brooklyn, and we have just witnessed the first innings of Boston University versus Rutgers. Rutgers batted first, scored 210 for 6. So Boston will require 210 for victory. Two opening batsmen about to make their way out to the middle. So, bit of a mammoth task, chasing in excess of 200. But as we mentioned many times in the first innings, anything is possible. There's the two opening batsmen, Tejas and Hayat Khan, making their way out to the middle. And they will really need to look to blast from ball one. So we could be in for a very entertaining morning here. We've already been treated to some marvellous batting, mostly by Hyder Ali. Scored 119 off only 48 deliveries, 11 sixes in that innings. He seemed to clear the ropes at will and with ease. Some remarkable shots. So we see the batsman taking strike. Tejas will be the striking batsman. Opening bowler for Rutgers will be Udit Patel. Number 04 on his back, just marking his run-up. So we see Rutgers wicket-keeper there with his bright yellow sunglasses on. Who says cricket's not a fashionable sport, eh? It's Anvit Tripasia, who also batted very well. He was part of a 102-run partnership with Hyder Ali. Scored 24 of those 102. So all in readiness now. Boston University in pursuit of 211 to win and advance to the final to be played later this afternoon. Northeast Championship for 2012 American College Cricket, brought to you by TV Asia. Major sponsors Coca-Cola. Thanks to both of them for all their work and support of American College Cricket. His first ball of the chase, right arm over the wickets, and that is a wide down the leg side, so not the start Rutgers would be looking for. So 1 run already on the board with essentially no deliveries bowled, no legal deliveries. Right arm over, oh, and there's a chance, goes down, pretty difficult one. Return catch to the bowler. It was a well-struck drive. Got 2 hands to it, but he's put it down, and the ball went behind the bowler, and they managed to get a single. So chance straight away, goes a begging for Rutgers. But to be honest, if BU are to have any chance, they need luck to go their way, and there's a little bit of luck straight away. So Patel will be disappointed. He's got a bit of pace about him, this guy. Bustles into the wicket. This one's a full bunger, but it's worked straight to the man at square leg, so no run. Two without loss, 2 deliveries gone. Khan on strike now. Patel continues, and there's a big shot over the leg side, swung it away over mid wicket. Running away towards the boundary and into the boundary now. That's 4. So the first boundary for BU comes off only the 3rd delivery of the first over, and they're going to need plenty more of those if they're to chase down 211. But they've started positively. And joining me in the commentary booth, as usual, Lloyd Joda, President of American College Cricket.
Thanks, JB, as that one is played out on the onside by Hayat Khan, the BU captain. Hayat has, of course, played his cricket in the New York High School League and then selected Boston University as his college based on the fact that it had a vibrant cricket club. An example of what will happen more and more as we grow. As he digs that one out, and there's no run.
Yeah, and Hayat Khan already done a tremendous job for BU with the ball in an innings where nearly all of their bowlers were smashed to all parts. He's finished with the remarkable figures of 3 for 25 of his 4 overs. So can he repeat with the bat? His team will really hope that he can, as he's beaten outside the off stump. Last ball of the first over, and 1 over gone. It's 6 without loss. BU chasing 211 for victory against Rutgers, and this the first of the semi-finals for the Mid-East American College Cricket Regional Championship for 2012.
Hayat looks to be a pretty good batsman as well. So there's a good chance here that if he gets going, he would be a contender for the man of the match after his bowling performance, because it was really remarkable that he could end up with figures of 3 for 25 after the onslaught by Hyder Ali in particular for Rutgers.
As Arjun Lullaby will be the bowler at the other end, opening the bowling. Big tall lad, looks to be another right arm over the wicket, medium pacer.
Sunshine really coming out now here at Gateway Oval. You're watching American College Cricket, the Northeast Championship on TV Asia.
His first ball outside the off stump. It's driven outside half of the bat, but he's got it away over the infield. Chance of a run out if the throw had been a bit better. Keeper did a good job to get the ball back to the stumps, but safely home for 2. If that throw had been anywhere near the stumps, I would say we would have seen the 4. But as it is, a couple of runs to the total, which moves up to 8 without loss. Tejas moves on to 3. And Hayat Khan's on 4. Lullaby wide of the off stump, not called wide though. Dot ball through to the keeper. And yeah, it is very pleasant conditions for playing cricket here. Little breeze, certainly not too hot. Obviously we're well into the fall season now. As Lullaby continues, again wide of off stump, again not wide enough to be called by the umpire. But just yet another one of the innovations brought along by American College Cricket, Lloyd, where most of the season is played in the fall.
Yeah, and then we get the advantage of having the colourful vistas of the turning, the leaves turning the various shades of colour. As we see this one turn nicely into the onside, and they get 2 quick runs. Full shit surrounding these fields, as we saw to a magnificent extent in Pennsylvania last weekend. And it certainly makes for some unusual cricket As this one's driven down to the deep mid-on, no run, straight to the field, and the ball traveling too fast for the batsman to really think of a single. And that went to Nisar Chokshi, the captain of Rutgers, who can afford to smile right now with the total that this team has put up.
As that's going to be the second boundary of the innings, a low full toss. The last ball of the second over, a couple of bounces into the fence. So that will help the BU cause. And at the end of 2 overs, the score is 14 without loss. So they're obviously at this stage. But with 18 overs left, still 197 runs required. And they must score from here on in at 10.89 and over to get to their total.
A tall task, but speaking with the BU guys in between the innings, they seem very focused on getting to their first finals. They are one of the first 5 American college cricket teams which appeared in that first championship back in 2009 March. Were heavily featured in the New York Times article. And this one is hit in the air, drops in between the fielders, light, so it didn't travel, and they got a single. The outfield here is pretty fast by US standards. Not that Hyder Ali needed the help of the outfield since he was clearing the fence so much.
Now, remarkable clean hitting by the Rutgers batsman and mainly Hyder Ali. As we've said, he hit 11 sixes. We see a shot over the infield here. It's not going to get to the fence, however. Didn't hit it right out of the middle of the bat, but it cleared the infield and they're able to get back for 2.
Well, certainly the Boston University batsmen are looking to be taking the right approach. They're not being tied down by these early bowlers in these early overs. They're scoring, moving the scoreboard along. Definitely a difficult task, but they're taking the right approach here. That's a lovely shot. He leaned back there and cut that one for 4. Before, from the moment he left the bat, just clear up the fielder, and just a wonderful shot there by Tejas.
Yeah, it was a genuine square cut, and that one did come right out of the middle of the bat, as you said, all the way along the floor to the backward point boundary. So that's the 3rd boundary of the innings. 2nd for Tejas. He moves on to 15, and the score 21 for none. And yeah, you're right, they're doing a good job so far, keeping the score ticking along. Of course, when you're chasing a total in excess of 200 off only 20 overs, you can't afford to fall behind early because the run rate required can escalate very, very quickly. As Patel continues into the body, strikes him on the thigh pad by the looks, and they don't get a run.
If I might be allowed to bask in a bit of memory, that cut reminded me of the cuts that I played. That was really from the far distant past, I must admit that.
Come on, Lloyd, I'm sure you can still handle yourself with the bat. As we see a single just wide of mid-on.
I would love to get the opportunity, but I've spent, let's say I don't get the chance to get out on the field, and it is something I would love to do at some point.
Far too busy being the face of cricket in the US, Lloyd. You've got other responsibilities now. As this one could be the first wicket, and yes, it's a well-taken catch. Mid-on fielder coming around behind the bowler, having to cover a lot of ground, and he's caught it probably about a foot above the ground, taken a tumble, but managed to hang on. Great catch, and that's the first wicket. for Boston University. Oh, sorry, Rutgers has taken the wicket, the first wicket to fall for Boston. And they are 22 for 1 now. Not sure who that fielder was, but it was well taken.
So, the first setback there by for Boston University in their mammoth task. Looking good so far until the fall of that wicket. And this is the American College Cricket Northeast Championship, sponsored by Coca-Cola on TV Asia. Following, of course, the Mid-Atlantic Championship, which took place in Pennsylvania at the British Officers Cricket Club. And before that, the American College Cricket Midwest Championship, won by Ohio State University. The finals, as well as the semis, being played on the campus at Ohio State, where there's a cricket field and lovely surroundings there as well. And it was a privilege to be there on campus as the teams competed for the Gordon Gee Trophy. In the Northeast here, they are playing for the Derek Joda Trophy. The Derek Joda Trophy will be the trophy played for in the Northeast. And we have Boston University against Rutgers, followed by Harvard versus York College. Fishing outside the off stump, misses, through to the wicketkeeper.
As Lullaby has bowled a number of deliveries wide of off stump and is yet to get called for a wide, so he'd probably be happy to put it out there as long as the batsmen aren't making contact, as this one is driven down towards mid-off and they don't take the single. 22 for 1 now the score after 3.2 overs. Just going back to the wicket, the man out was Hayat Khan, caught by Jay Patel. As this one's coming straight towards us, just drops over our head, and that's the first 6 for BU. And for Tejas. Sorry, for the new batsman, in fact, Harsh. So he hasn't taken long to get into his work. Couple of dot balls and then smacks one over the fence. Fair enough.
And I'm feeling a bit like a fielder here. The ball is coming over the fence so often.
Yeah, that's at least the third one that's gone straight above us and the little commentary booth we're in here. 28 for 1 now, score. So this one is flicked off his pads, out to the man on the square leg fence, and they scamper through for 2. Well run, but Harsh has somehow managed to take a tumble as he's completed the run.
And a helping hand offered by the wicketkeeper from Rutgers.
Good to see. Of course, all these matches played in very good spirits. Good feeling out there amongst the players. Tough but competitive and fair matches. Spirit of cricket, obviously, very important to the game. There's another nice looking off drive, goes straight to the fielder at mid-off. No run, 30 for 1 the score remains. Harsh on 8.
Now this is another great thing about these matches being on TV Asia. It's the talent that you're able for other people to be able to see. You know, I've seen this talent from the beginning in American college cricket, and it's good to know now that a lot of other people can see it. We're seeing some delightful shots here today.
There's a dot ball to finish that, the 4th over. Means it's 30 for 1 after 4. Tejas on 16. Harsh Mainakar, the new batsman, who's rushed to 8 after that big 6 over mid-wicket. So 30 for 1. chasing 211, and you're right, Lloyd, the talent that we're witnessing for me both last weekend and this weekend, it's great to see. A lot of great young players out here on display in the American college system, and hopefully this encourages more people to get out there and pick up the bat and ball, give cricket a go if you've never played it before, or if you've played it in the past and haven't played for a while, and get in touch with your local team, if it's your local college team or high school team, or maybe you've got a club or a league nearby. Get in touch with them, get out there and give it a go. It's a fantastic sport, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in the US scene, especially the US college scene. As a single has taken first ball of the new over, 31 for 1 now the score. And we see a wicket swing across the line. Good, straight, fast delivery by Patel. And Harsh Mainakar has missed. And as the old adage goes, if you bowl straight and they miss, you hit. And that's exactly what's happened there. Patel taking the second wicket for Rutgers. 31 for 2 now the score.
Well, yes, Boston University looked to be in a fine position to launch their real attack on this total they're chasing at just about 7.5 runs and over in their early stage. But this second wicket by Rutgers will really alter that quite a bit.
Yeah, often when you lose a couple of quick wickets, it sets you back on your heels a little bit. But unfortunately for BU, they just can't afford to take it too easy. The batsmen coming in, they just need to try and get underway straight away, because that run rate required is already going up as Vidit Munshi, the new batsman, gets put down very first ball, outside edge. Oh, and he's almost run out as well. God, it's all.
That was, from our vantage point, I could see that the batsman got his bat down just before the stumps were broken.
So a couple of runs straight away, gets Munshi off the mark, 33 for 2, 4.3 overs gone. And 178 runs required from here, and the required run rate has gone up to 11.42 now. As Patel continues, right arm over, and he's bowled him again.
Somewhat tentative defensive shot of prod there by Munshi, and looked to me like he played over that one.
Yeah, good straight ball, and new batsman to the crease. He hasn't got feet moving forward to that one. Instead, he's hovered around the crease, looked to try and jab down on the ball, missed it completely, and it's hit the timber yet again. Second wicket in the over bowled for Patel. So in fact, he's taken all 3 wickets to fall, so he's doing a fantastic job for Rutgers. 33 for 3 after 4.4 overs.
Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned earlier, Jamie, about the visibility that we're given to cricket. This should spur more people to reinvest into the game, to get back into the game, and whether it's college or outside. And that's one of the goals of making the game more visible. when we started American college cricket, it was deliberately with the intent of broadcasting, first by web streaming in 2010, March, and then on TV. TV, of course, gives you greater access to your casual viewer, as opposed to your cricket fan who will actually look for you on a web stream. So it was important to us to get the game on TV. This way we can remind the casual viewer living in the US that cricket is a game that they can still be involved with.
As Patel continues, right arm over. Oh, boy, there was a chance there. The keeper didn't collect the ball cleanly. If he had, that was a stumping chance.
Patel bowling really well and getting the results here.
Yeah, 33 for 3. Makwana, the new batsman, lucky to survive his first delivery. One ball left in this, the 5th over. Patel to continue, working up a good bit of pace here as well. So that one again is up and straight. Makwana just knocks it into the leg side for his first run. And to end the 5th over, it's 34 for 3.
You know, in doing the web stream, we thought that was important because it's the first effort to really make the game more visible. And then taking the next step of getting it on TV, now your casual viewer flicking channels can find cricket, or just a family can look at it as opposed